it was sent over the text also. It will be great if everybody can turn on their videos. It makes it much easier to communicate with everybody. Sir will be joining us within 2 minutes. Thank you. Did Sir join? Soham, can you kindly check?
Sir joined, ma'am. Sir have joined. People are also joining so that I keep quiet. So right now we have 36. Once we reach 50, we'll start, ma'am. In 2 minutes.
Good evening, sir.
Sir have joined from iPad, ma'am. I think.
Yes.
Is it audible? Audible?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Now.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Yes. Some people wanted to join from here and all?
Yes, sir. Lot of people. We had about 140 registrations. Yes, and we are waiting for it to turn 50 and then we can go ahead. It's 34 as of now.
42, ma'am, now.
42, is it? Okay.
Yes.
You want to wait us or can we go ahead with that?
We can if our host is ready, sir.
Am I audible?
Welcome to you.
Am I
yes,
audible?
you're audible. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, fine.
So, ma'am, with your due permission, I'm starting the event. So, good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir, and good evening, ma'am. Today we are going to have. Thank you, sir. Today we are going to have an excellent talk from an excellent. Can you please mute yourself, iPhone? Thank you.
Kindly mute others. Yes, please.
Sorry for the interruption. So today we are going to have an excellent talk on the very important topic. And I believe, and our honorable chairperson, Moumita Chakraborty ma'am also believe that we have the most eminent person to talk over it. So without wasting much time, I am just sharing my screen so that we can have a look on it. So our today's topic is empowering community with education, which matters the most. So I would like to convey my cordial thanks to Youth and Community Empowerment Council of WICCI, which is known for Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So our theme for today is Raise and Rise. Education is the most basic right of any human. So we believe we need to raise and rise this fundamental importance into the society. So let's have a quick introduction. At first, I would like to introduce our honorable founder and president of WICCI, Dr. Harbin Arora Rai ma'am. Under her guidance, we have Women's of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, WICCI. Along with that, the global community of G100, All Ladies League, Women Economic Forum, and She Economy. She is also the Chancellor of Jharkhand Rai University, India. Among hundreds of most reputable people on earth, she is one of them, according to the poll 2019. She is a thought leader, a global icon, and a visionary for women businessmen. She is also an philanthropist, author, humanitarian, spiritual seeker, and compelling speaker. Dr. Harbin Arora Rai manifests multi-faced leadership with strength and simplicity. So, please give a big hands to our founder president, Dr. Harbin Arora Rai, ma'am. After her, we have Ms. Moumita Chakraborty ma'am, today's guest of honor. Nobody needs her introduction, but I feel privileged to introduce her in this event. She is our country chair and national president for Youth and Community Empowerment Council, WICCI, India. None other than she is also the Indian country chair for G100 Human Rights and Dignity Wing. She is also a public speaker, an awardee at WEF, and conducted various sessions with renowned dignitaries from across the globe. She is the founder and CEO of Destinatia Tours and Travels. She is also a teacher. She is an Indian entrepreneur, founder and CEO of Destinatia Tours and Travels, humanitarian, travel blogger, YouTuber, mental health speaker, political observer, and passionate singer as well. She has been felicitated with Young Achiever of the Year at 2022 award at India's most trusted band of the year 2020. And also she had the National Business Leadership Award of 2019 for Destinatia Tours and Travels. She also has experience in the field of education sector where she worked as a guest lecturer in different colleges. She has a true mindset to move ahead the legacy of woman power in India. So please give a big hands for this true woman empowerment lady. After that, this is me, today's host. I am Soham Banerjee. I'm the genetic counselor and I'm the state president training partner for Youth and Community Empowerment Council, West Bengal. I am also an advisory member in Human Rights and Dignity Forum of G100. Beside a consultant genetic counselor, I am too a geneticist and physiologist. I am accredited with NLP, CBT, and hypnosis practitioners. And also, I am the co-founder and executive director of Vinyash, which is for genetic counseling and advanced research. Then I am the CEO and assistant professor at Locket, which is for one-step learning platform for the business and biosciences. Along with that, I am associated with many national, international organizations and NGOs as well. But without wasting much time on me, now the wait is over. Let's introduce our guest speaker of the day, for whom you are waiting, for whom you have been registered since a long time. So, here we have our honorable speaker today, Dr. Joseph Vijay. He is the honorable founder and chairman of GardenCityUniversity, Bangalore. He is an educationist and for excellence who at the very young age proposed to bring forth qualitative changes in the education landscape in India. Along with that, he is an advisor to the peer committee of NAC, which stands for National Assessment Accreditation Council, an autonomous body of the University Grants Commission UGC of Government of India. He is also a patron member of the Red Cross Society of India and several other international organizations. He is the recipient of many awards like Shikha Ratna, Bharat Samman, Karnataka Chetna, Pratibha Ratna, Karnataka Shikshana Ratna, Karnataka Bhushana, Pride of the Industry Award, Education Evangelist of India, and the UN Institute Award for exemplary contribution to the education Karambir Chakra. With a big hands, please welcome our today's speaker, Honorable Dr. Joseph Vijay sir. Before handing over to the dais to speaker, I'd like to thank few people here, and they are our collaborators. For this event, we got collaborative efforts and support from Gujarat Mental Wellbeing and Wellness Council WICCI, G100 Human Rights and Dignity Wing of India, Destinatia Tours and Travels, and Vinyash Genetic Counseling and Advanced Research Cell. After that, for our appreciable team, Ms. Diksha Chaurasia, Ms. Tantrina Vyas, Ms. Sakshi Garg, and Mr. Sivaram Vati M. They have contributed a lot to this event to make it successful. So, with this, I'd like to thank to everyone for joining us, and I would like to hand over the mic to our honorary guest, Moumita Chakraborty ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction and the details provided by you, Soham. A very good evening to one and all present here today, and my respected sir, Dr. Joseph VG sir. Warm welcome to the event. Thank you so much for your patience and listening to the whole introduction. So, sir was the first person to believe in me and getting me my first job. So it is like a dream come true for me. I have always thought that when I grow to a certain stage where I am at the capacity to, share the same dais or a space with her, it will be an honor for me and a dream come true for me. And today is the day. I am so thankful to sir that he has accepted our invitation to join us as the guest speaker for today on the topic. By empowering the community with education that matters, and I feel that no one else could be better than sir in talking on that particular topic, because sir has always put emphasis on life. That is actually the line which, when we studied in Garden City College, which is now Garden City University, we always used to focus on the life skills as a student, and that's what we learned, and that's where how we grew, because education plays a very important role in our lives. And here we are today, where we have Sir himself as the guest speaker for us. So I really thank Sir and welcome him on behalf of the entire National Youth and Community Empowerment Council of Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce. Sir, thank you so much for joining us today.
Karishma,
Very good evening to you all. Audible?
Absolutely, sir.
Okay, fine. See, if you want me to tell about the education.
Sir, you are muted, sir.
Audible?
Yes, yes. Now you are.
Before I speak the education, I just wanted to let you know what do you mean by education. That's most important. You know, always we tell before you go to any destination, we will fix a destination where to go. When you join for an educational institution or for an higher education whatsoever, maybe whatever degree, you should know what's your goal actually. Then you will fix a frame. In that, I will be studying, I'll be doing this. So if education means, we should know elaborately what exactly education. Education is meaning very simple. It is not to defeat someone. Audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely audible, sir.
Education, when we go for a university, college, aware, we are not here to defeat someone. We are here to win. There's a thin line of definition. Defeating someone or winning. Let me say, your competitor in your classmates may be about few people. When we study, many times what happens, we try to defeat others. That you mean success. To me, that is not the success. Defeating is not success. Any weak person can be defeated very easily. But you study to win. You do job for winning. There is very small, thin line of definition. So what I meant to say, when you go for higher education, that should be in your mind. Then again, see, in this new era, once upon a time, maybe about 25, 30, 40, 50 years, maybe you can say after independence, you must all know that the history, when our British people left this country, we didn't have proper food to eat. You can ask your grandparents. We didn't, in India, hardly 20% of the people used to have 3-time meal in a day. Rest, they did not. Similarly, educational institutions. Then what happened? Immediately, our government of India after independence, they said, we have to empower, otherwise we have to make food first. We have to create food. So they said, grow more food. GMF it is called, grow more food. That scheme they introduced. So lot of food, the problem. Then what happened? Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. There was a war between India and China, and India and Pakistan, and of course neighbor country. So government of India thought that we need to have a good army to sustain ourselves. Then our focus was first for food, second was army. After certain years, what happened? We didn't have enough skilled people to work. Otherwise, industrial. Then next revolution started, industrial revolution. We set up a lot of industry like HMT, ITI, HAL, etc., BML, etc., industry as well. Then third problem was education. Food, army, then industry. Then to work in industry, work in organization, we need to have people, skilled people. So educational institution has, and plenty of educational institution has come up in this country. For example, about 20 years back, I recall my memory. When I traveled in USA, about 25, 30 years back, I traveled. That time in one street, I have seen 27 universities in one street in Chicago. In Chicago, one street I have seen 27 universities. Now I was strong. At that time in India, we had only, in Karnataka, we had only 4 universities. I met the education minister in Karnataka state and told, sir, why you are not giving importance to the university? Then said, no, it's not possible. A lot of people will come and start education institution. It will be mass production and quality will go down. So they restrict. Later on, our lawmaker decided, this is not going to, government university cannot, give education to all the aspirant students. Our children will be college law dropout, etc. Then private sector came into picture and a lot of education institutions has come. Lot of education institutions. For example, 23 or 24 universities are there in Karnataka state itself, in private sector, other than government. Imagine throughout India. Now I was told that West Bengal government, last week they introduced a few universities. In Kerala, they are also going to introduce some universities in Kerala. So what I meant to say, education revolution started and its mass education scheme has come. Then what is lacking now? You got food, you got army, strong army, you got industry, job, then educational institution. Everything is there in India. It's a beautiful country. What is that we are lacking? What kind of education we need? Can anybody think? All right. It's very simple. I will not put you are not in a classroom. If you are in a classroom, I would ask this. You are not in the class. We need good human being. Good human being. That is the only shortage we have in this country now. Good politician, good officers, good teachers, good managers, EY, a good watchman. Everyone we look at for good. That's the only shortage we have in this country. If education now should focus on that. How to be a good human being. We can create some of the value, ethics in the education field. I think very happily Indians can stay and we can achieve anything in our life, not only in India, anywhere in the world, because it's not only shortage in India, this is shortage all over the world. Good people. We have moneyed people, we have positioned people, we have all that we have, enormous knowledge, such people are, but still we are lacking of humanity within humanity. That is the saddest part now. Therefore, our education should focus on, emphasis on life, which is GardenCityUniversity's motto, emphasis on life. We have to create good human being, for which I'll go to any level and I will sacrifice anything. I'm ready to give by all of the things. In this GardenCityUniversity, what we have decided is study first, pay next. My concept is no student in this country should deprive higher education because of money. I know there is a lot of talented children are there in the rural sector. Of course, in urban area also, because they may not have enough money to pay the college or university fees. So I cannot take care of entire world or in entire India. I can take up the institution who comes to us. And through this channel, I am giving you an assurance that nobody will be deprived from education. Condition, they should good at academic, they should have some kind of extra talent, are really urged to learn, really urged to live, really have an urge to be a good human being. If they wanted to have these things, that is their goal, then I am here to do that. With these, my opening remarks, if there is any question, I am ready to answer whatever I know. Whatever I know, I am ready to answer.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. It's such a wonderful thought you have, and you're spreading that thought into your locality, even among us. Like you have said, sir, we need to be good humans first. So, according to you, what should be a good human's criteria or the characteristics?
You have to check yourself, my dear sir. Am I a good brother? Am I a good, if you are a sister, am I able, then I am a good son. Or if you are married, you should have, am I a good husband? I am talking male now. You are a male, therefore I am talking. So then am I a good neighbor to my neighbor? These all you have to check yourself. And you can't expect these things from others. Before that, you have to. Don't worry about others. You have to do yourself. Am I a good manager? Am I a good CEO? You said you are a CEO of a company. Am I a good CEO? Am I taking care of my employees? These things, what do you love to check yourself? Every day morning, get up, go in front of the mirror and talk. 5 minutes you have to talk. What is that you are going to do today? What did you do yesterday? You can talk any Hindi language because it's you are talking. Because who is your best friend? You yourself is a good friend. So you can pick any language of your choice and you can ask multiple questions. What is that I'm going to do today? Am I going to hurt someone, insult someone, humiliate someone, or I'm going to serve someone? So how much you are going to stretch your hand? Everyone has got a limitation. Within limitation, you can stretch and you can help people. This is what you have to ask question to yourself. That is what I do. I will ask question every day to myself. What did I do yesterday? What I'm going to do today? Where I have gone wrong? I will correct myself. According to me, if somebody asking question to him or herself, and if he or she can find the right answer, and it can be very easy for him to or her to become a good human being.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. So, sir, we have a set of questions for you, which we have been prepared since a long time. So, from there, I would like to ask you the one question. Do you think how education is helping to empower community and as well as promoting gender equality?
So the gender equality, when you talk, you should know, first you have to learn how much your mother is educated, how much your sister is educated. Merely going to the school or college or university, that's not education. How much care your mother has taken to you, therefore you are here today. She has not gone, might not have gone for any university or done any PhD in that. But the work that she do at home or assigned job. But very unfortunately, what we think is somebody has to go to an office or somewhere, factory or somewhere. If he or she gets a salary, then only we consider as empowered. You have forgotten your father's effort. You have forgotten your brother's effort. You have forgotten your mother's effort. All are empowered, but they are not getting official salary, that's all. If you have to pay your salary to your mother or father, the whole life, whatever you earned, you cannot pay back. So much they have done for you. So much they have done. We don't consider that as an empowerment. They are empowered. Therefore, you are here. You and me are here now. Now, the question is, now the modern technology has come to this world. The old things we will not be able to survive. We have to think something new. The world over a period of time, evolution happened. We have to go with that evolution. If you are thinking the new evolution, because sometimes we are blind what is next tomorrow. Before you think something will happen. something is happening. But we have to prepare for any type of challenge. Our education should lead to that level. We should prepare ourselves to face any challenge. If you have that spirit in your mind, and if that is the case, education is very easy. Second thing, empowering. Whatever you do to your, do it to your best of ability. Many times what happens, we start comparing with others. Absolutely no. I am me. How can I compare with anybody? I cannot compare with anyone. I have to do my best. My best. The question is, am I doing my level best or not? Or I'm simply comparing with somebody. That's a challenge. Empowerment is based on that, whether you are doing 100%, you whatever you are chosen, you are doing or not. With that, support the community. Support the community. Allow them to live the way they are. That is very simple way of empowering people. They will do themselves. But only thing, you have to think, you have to check what is coming tomorrow, and whatever comes, I will face that. That way we can empower people. This kind of confidence you have to give yourself first, then you have to give your surroundings.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Wonderfully said. So the following question we have for you, sir, to be a leader or to create or empower a leader, which is more important and challenging?
Oh, leadership is a big subject. It depends on what area that you choose. If you are in the politics, something different. If you are in a what do you call any corporate, different. If you are in academic, it's totally different. But whichever you choose is most important. But one thing, leader means they should lead. They should lead. That is called leader. So how much you lead, how much you yourself is role model for that, because your subordinates are low. For example, if you are getting up in the morning 10 o'clock and going to your office 12 o'clock, and if you are not able to attend, then what happened? What kind of leading you have? Point number one. Point number two. If, for example, if there is any file or anything, if your subordinate are loading, you will shout at it. But many files come in front of your table and you did not have time. Then means you are busy. Our CEO is busy. Our leader is busy. Right? 24 hours for everybody. But you are not ready to accept as you are lazy. You are scolding to your subordinate. No, subordinates before scolding, clear your table first. Then you think of respect. Second thing, any organization, CEO's role is very important. Very important. How we lead is important. See, I will tell you, first you should accept that, let me say, this is an iPhone. Right? Can you see? If an engineer see this, what he will look at it? He will only see which model it is, what kind of product it is. He will see that. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
But if a poet see this one, he will talk the beauty of this phone, and he will talk all the beauty of how this can be connected and all. If an engineer see, he will see different. Object remains same. Object remains same. But if a thief see this one, he will see how to take it away from this. Object remains same. Am I right? There is no change in the object. Likewise, as a CEO, you will be seeing an object and your mind works in a different way. Your employee may not be, otherwise your subordinate may not be in that level. But how your brain is working, that important, that power can be transferred to your subordinate, and you have to take everybody into your way of thinking. But if you want to be a good CEO, otherwise leader, word should not come from you. Word should come from them. You should create an atmosphere that word should come from them. Then what happened? It's easy. It's easy for you. When I built a small example, when I built the organization, I used to go to the campus maybe at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, finishing my other work. When I go there, I used to see a lot of work there. I see if I see any shabbiness or something, if I get whatever I wanted, then immediately I myself start doing it. Then immediately one by people they will never look at the clock. They will never look at the watch. They will come and join. Up to 1988, 1992 to 98, nobody asked any overtime money. Nobody asked me. After that, I stopped going there and I left my manager, appointed manager, supervisor, etc., etc., etc. Then now recently, anybody 1 hour if somebody work, they will take overtime. What I meant to say, if you want to be a good leader, you have to be a role model. You have to sacrifice yourself, life. You will sacrifice a lot of pleasure, happiness, and all you have to sacrifice. Then only you can be a good leader. Then the question asks, why I'm leaving? If I'm not able to enjoy my life, then why should I? Then who asked you to become CEO? Who asked you to become the leader? You yourself choose, am I right? If anybody is here as a leader, nobody asked to be the leader. When there was an issue, then what happened? You found the solution, you become the leader, that's all. Otherwise, we are all equal. 140 crore people in India, all are equal. But only few people are leaders, rest are followers. When an issue comes, a person who can find out the solution can be a CEO, otherwise leader. Then otherwise everybody will follow you. How to be a leader, I said. Thank you.
Very well explained, sir. It's a very true thing. Sir, here few things come up. Like you said, we need to have self checkpoints. We need to have self talks, and we need to know if I want to be a CEO, I have to be ready to sacrifice. But in today's society, there is no such education system which brought up like that mindset. In each and every education system, they only taught us how to compete with the other, how to compare with other students. So how we can change this? What kind of education today's generation really need?
Sir, I will tell you, nowhere in the world we have such kind of educational system. Please don't be on that dream. If you go to the education institution, you will become everything. Even in Harvard University, I've been personally, I've been there. Only few people are successful, not everybody. And any good institution, because more number of people say, therefore you see only number. For example, if something small issue happen here in India, nobody knows. But in a small country like Maldives or something, a small issue is also a big issue. It depends number of people. So what I meant to say is, when you go to a good institution, otherwise big institution, more number of people will be there. And also creamy people are going to that institution. They are going with a purpose. They will achieve that very easily. Very easily they achieve. Here what happened, in our institution, your multiple students are coming. They come for maybe for passing the time. They will ask, whenever somebody 15 or 16, then the neighbor will ask, क्या हो रहा है? तुम्हारा बेटा क्या कर रहा है? तुम्हारा बेटी क्या कर रहा है? They cannot say, no, she passed 12th and sitting at home. Then immediately they say, in institution, they find out and put to the step. After graduation, if they get a job, fine. If they doesn't get a job, immediately again question comes. What is your sister doing? What is your brother doing? What is your daughter doing? What is your son doing? Then immediately father will not have any answer. Mother will not have any answer. He or she has to say that, oh, he is doing post-graduation. Where? In Bangalore. Why Bangalore? Again, is a big answer. Anyway, don't worry. What I meant to say is, what purpose I am going to an institution is most important. If your purpose is clear, then definitely you can get education there. Nowhere in the syllabus it is written how to be a good human being. Nowhere in the syllabus, nobody will teach you how to be a good human being. Learn that first. Immaterial whether I have, which in institutions. First, you should have good friends. You how to select your good friends. Through that, 90% of education is done. Because you have no choice of your parents. You have no choice of your other things. You have to accept that. Now, only your choice is what kind of friendship that you are going to have. Based on that, you can improve yourself. That is the education. That's what I always tell students to stay in the hostel, stay in the campus maximum, so that they will come to know more number of people, more number of students. They can select their good friends of their choice. With that, they can progress in the life. Otherwise, almost all institutions are same. You are not going to achieve anything by going to a big university, big college, or any ordinary college. They do not make any much changes. But I think what is that I want, what kind of friends I want, what kind of things. Because syllabus is same, university is almost same. Then what's the different? Ranking. Ranking, today you will be knowing what is the ranking. I need not to talk anything about the ranking. There is big lobbies going on for the ranking. That also, we cannot take it as a benchmark for that. Anyway, I will not go to that detail. So what I meant to say in simple, institution is not matters. What is that you want there is matters.
Wonderfully explained, sir. Wonderfully explained. I got spellbound, so I don't have any words to say anything right now. But sir, similarly, the following question came up into my mind is, like sir, you were saying you have to be into the institution, and you are categorizing institution like high society institution, low society institution, higher education institution. Even if we have IITs here and many central universities here, but very few of us are eligible and become able to go there. And right now you have your GardenCityUniversity, which is providing education free of cost to every kind of people. So how this thing can we have in pan India or pan world level? How can we make the gaps bridge?
There is a notion in our mind, IIT, IIM, etc., we have. And the competitions is such a high. Let me say, 99% marks holder, rank holder, they're going to IIT, IIM. I don't consider marks is the criteria. I may take from 35, that is my criteria. So interest is most important here. If one student come top in our institution, that is equivalent to 100% of ITI, IIT or IIM, because they are taking the cream of the cream people. Second thing is their entry competition is such a high. So they know how to do what to do. So they will do themselves. Even if they are not going to IIM or IIT, they will definitely become something in the society. But they have a brand. But for us, what happened, that is not ultimate. We have to give an opportunity to give every student. And I think if one student I can make out of this, I can bring them up the happiest person. So don't worry. IIM, ITI, IIT, etc., is okay. Even if you are not getting, no problem. But there's opportunities are everywhere. Only thing, we have to tap the opportunity. Am I audible? Sir, it's not audible.
You are audible, absolutely, sir, and it's wonderful. We can't stop listening to you. However, we have some background sounds for which there is a little disturbance from the background, probably. Anyway, I also have a few questions to ask you, but I will do that after the questions of Soham gets over.
How long you want to be here?
Sir, if we start asking you questions, no, we have so much to learn from you. It will never end, sir. So the memory will be full, and I can still go on. And But
For which,
yes, sir, it's always like, a privilege to hear and listen to you, sir.
for which you'll have to come to GCU once again.
Yes, sir, I just came that day and I'll come once again, sir, very soon. Absolutely. So,
Chaliye.
Soham,
Yeah.
yes,
What can I do for you?
yes,
Sir, I have a basic question for you. Like you said, we need to have self checkpoints. We need to be a good human. And every child's education started from that particular child's book. And his or her parents are the first educators, especially that child's mother. So, how important is the education for women empowerment, sir?
Sir, our parent, you should learn from our grandmother. If you have an opportunity, please go and sit with your grandmother. And whatever she knows, sometimes we are not able to reach near to her. Something she knows. Because at that time, learning was something different. Now, learning is something different. So what I meant to say is, you don't have to compare what happened. Now, what are you doing is important. Now the technology has come so much, so much. You must be knowing artificial intelligence to come into our life. And by sitting here, you can do multiple university course. You need not to go there to the university. Sitting at home, sitting in your bedroom, you can enroll to any university in the world. These are the opportunities are there. We have to make use of this, especially women, although they have a lot of other commitment, but still what I meant to say is they have to come up on their own, for which every man has to support. It's not that only without support they can do. Hardly few women can do it, but we need to support. But because our family, we are hierarchy, we have come up. We see our grandfather how he used to behave, and our father how he used to behave with my mother. Similarly, if you are coming with that thought, it's absolutely wrong, because generation changes was happening very slowly then. Today, generation is changing every year, even now, every month, even every day. And there is no surprise. Every minute will also come a new generation, new thinking, new thoughts of people are coming. For example, last year who born a child and this year born child, you see after 2 3 years what kind of difference you will be able to see. So when I'm talking about the mobile phone, otherwise the other ringing, dialing phone, etc., even my children, they are surprised to see on those days. So what I meant to say, there is a big generation changes happening. We should accept that. We should accept the changes. We should accept, and we should. If you are ready for that, it's not a difficult task. It's very easy. Come on.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Sir, how do we ensure the education systems are more inclusive and equitable for us?
Education system
Are more inclusive and equitable for us, for all of the levels of the people in the society.
See, now as I said, the education system is open now. It is not earlier. It was confined to certain number of people. I don't know if you know the Indian history. If you know the Indian history, about 100 years back or 200 years back, education was only fixed for certain people. Slowly, it is wide open. Now it is open to anybody and everybody. But the question is, how much I want, what I want. That's important. Based on that, if you can decide and what exactly you want, and you can choose this. And above all, a skill is most important henceforth. We are not here to waste our time. We have to develop skill in. So anything that you do is, I always say, there There are people, they see things, but only few people observe it. Observation quality you need to have. When you have that observation quality, then you can develop your skill. Once you develop the skill, naturally you can do any job that you will be master in that. Very unfortunately, what happened? We jump like a monkey here and there, here and I do something, then again next day something else, third day something else. Keep on jumping here and there. This is where nowhere is going to lead. We have to. If you want to be a good orator, you have to practice, practice, practice. You have to read, read, read. Then, if you want to be a sportsman, again practice, again practice, again. You how to do these practices again and again. You will find mistakes, then again rectify those mistakes. And now the device has come. Every day you can record yourself and check. Even if you have to be a sportsman, you can do it. You're the CEO. Every day you have a meeting on yourself. And as I said in the morning, earlier I said, you have a morning meeting of yourself. Then you will be able to know how you are dealing with these. This way you can empower yourself. And again, education is open for all. Earlier it was confined for certain people, a certain community, maybe it's open for all. There is no secret in it. There's no secret. Tell you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So now I am resting my part and I would like to ask our audience and participants if you guys have any questions. So we are open for the questions.
Ask them to introduce themselves and generally whenever I speak, I think my great fan, my student knows that when I speak, generally I don't get any question. I don't know why. I don't know why. Still I am searching why that is.
Sir, as your student, I always keep asking you questions, sir. Please don't say that.
Listen. Why we don't have question? Very unfortunately, we doesn't know how to frame a question. Answer question is very easy, but framing a question is tough. Very tough. That is a challenge. So framing a question is most important.
Sir, I have one question to start with, sir, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Sir, how did you select or think for the first time, and when did you think it for the first time that you want to be an educationist and you want to start, Garden City College, which is now a university, or the Garden City group of institutions, sir? I know it started in 1992, but how did it all start?
Very good. My dog is barking. Is it giving any noise?
Yes, little bit of noise, but yeah, we can hear you when you speak, sir.
I think that fellow is disturbed, I believe. Anyway, see, in life, my dear child, my dear people, my dear friends and guys, here in life, there are two things happens. One is by chance and another is by choice. Please understand, listen carefully. In life, everyone by chance and by choice. Then what happened? Many people, by chance it comes, they are not happy. They are not happy. Then what I did is, anything even by chance comes, we should convert it to by choice.
If you have any questions, please you may turn on your mic and keep it ready. Or if you want us to ask the questions, you can just drop it in the chat box and we can ask the questions on your behalf as well. Sir. Thank you.
What did I say?
You can be a thought leader by chance or by choice. You said, sir.
In life, only two possibilities. One is by chance and by choice. Many things by choice. I joined a university or college and I wanted to do something and all. Somehow I did not get it. Then I got another place, that is by chance. First place by choice, I didn't get it. Many people by choice, you will not get it. You wanted to have a car by choice, you will not be able to buy that. You wanted to office place by choice, you didn't get it. But what I wanted to tell you is, anything comes as even by chance can convert as a by choice. When my life started, I wanted to live in this country just like others. I wanted to live a life. I don't want to depend on somebody. So I thought what I do. And I was thinking so many, even like, a lot of research was done. Then finally I decided that I should do a business. In that process, one day, find what happened. One very important person called me to his house by sending his car, because his, son-in-law was a friend of mine. I don't want to name the VIP. Then immediately after seeing the car, I thought that my friend might have done something in at home. Therefore, he wanted to punish me, or he wanted to scold, or whatever it is. Anyway, at the age of 20, just 20 years. Anyway, I thought that I'll go. I went. That time, anyway, I thought, let me see my friend and then go to the boss. Then I went and knocked this door. He was staying in upstairs. He came down. Hey, you are very close friend to our boss. Our boss wanted to see you. Oh, then I said, I thought that I'm saved. So he took me there. Then he told me there is an education institution he was running, and you need to go there tomorrow onwards, and you should help. You should help. This is the word he said. Because my name is Joseph. Therefore, they thought that I'm from Kerala. Hardly I know I can speak Malayalam, but I cannot read and write Malayalam. He thought that at that time, B.Ed means Bachelor of Education. Student used to come from Kerala. So those who are able to deal with that, he thought that I am the right person. And everybody knows that I'm an innocent. I don't cheat or I don't do any lie. I'm very frank and all. That was the brand that I had. That's what I tell everyone. You should have a brand. No, the education certificate, if you lose, you can buy a duplicate certificate. Your testimonials, you can make it another print and get it. But you are personally, you have a certificate that's called a good human being or not, a good person or not. That cannot be torn by anybody. I had that. He called me. Then slowly, that was a by chance. I went there. I started doing my work. It's a big story. Big story. I started doing. After second, third year, then I have to start something on my own by force. Again, by chance only. I started a College of Pharmacy in Tumkur in the year 1982.
Okay.
Many of you are not born even, I believe.
Yes, sir.
So,
we were not born.
Career started there. So what I wanted to say, whatever comes to by chance in your life, convert it to by choice, and that should not be for your living. You should live for that. For example, if you have a friend, how you can retain a friendship? Your friend should feel that you are for him or for her. Then she will never leave or he will never leave. That kind of feeling you should create with your opponent person. If you can do that, they will never leave. So that's what I always tell. We call money Lakshmi. Am I right? Money is Lakshmi, right? So who will have more money? Whom he or she respects. There are two things necessary. One is respect and love, both necessary. When I love, I will very carefully I will handle it. When I respect, very carefully I will do it. I respect. Even one rupee I will not waste for anything if it is not necessary. If it is necessary, I will. But highest respect I'll give to money, and highest love I have to money. Therefore, money is there with me. Lakshmi is there with me. Lakshmi will not leave me. Okay. Similarly, education. I respect, I love. So what I meant to say is respect and love. Both you should have. Even in your relationship, if you have these two, it will be there always with you. So my life started like that, by chance into by choice.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Thank you so much. It's so insightful, really. Really. Sir, we have some questions by our participants, and I would request our dear brother Soham to please ask the questions on behalf of the participants.
Sure, ma'am, sure. Sir, we have a question from Dr. Sumit Kumar Singh. He wanted to know how to balance the importance of character development and professional development in education.
Sir, there is no one-line answer for this. There is no one-line answer. We have to see a situation. Based on the situation only, we can answer for this question. Because yours, I mean, life is something different, and my life is different, and my friend life is something different. So we cannot make one-line definition for this. It all person to person, what exactly he or she wants. Based on that only this question can be answered. Otherwise, a generic answer will not helpful to him. Give my number to him and let him talk one to one. What exactly he wants. That
Sir, good evening, sir. This is Dr. Sumit, sir.
Yeah, Sumit.
Yes, sir. I'm.
Sir, he is our Garden City University Tourism Department professor.
That's what I'm able to.
Yes, sir. Since, sir, I used to teach business ethics, and many times a student asks, when we go in industry, we see many unethical people are growing and doing the business. So how, when we come to character building,
you know Kannada?
little bit, sir.
ಲೋಕದ ಡೊಂಕ ನೀವೇ ಕೆತ್ತಿದ್ದುವಿರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನವ ನೀವೇ ತಿದ್ದಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ means why you wanted to correct the world, man? Correct yourself first.
Yes.
See, once upon a time I thought that I am going to change the entire world. I work too much. Nothing happened. Then I thought that, okay, let me change my people. I started working too hard to change my people. Nothing happened. Then I realized, changing the people, we can't do it. Changing the world, we can't do it. Why can't you change myself? I have changed myself. You know, corporate is like that only. Why do you worry about it? Are you how much? You how to tell your student, if you are teaching, you say, accept what it is. Accept. Move on. Move on. If somebody is corrupt, if you want to be a part of the corrupt, you be them. If you don't want to be a part, never do that. Plenty of options available. And if you are joining a thief, you should also be a chore. If you are not a chore, you cannot have the place there. If you are with a saint, you ought to be saint. For example, I was in Vatican for about 15 days. Imagine an atheist. I'm an atheist. How can I be in a Vatican with about a group of priests? Morning 4 o'clock we have to get up. You have to go to pray, read the Bible, etc., etc. 15 days. I will just follow them. But when reading the Bible, I never used to read the Bible. I used to have my own thinking. That's all. I was holding the Bible. That's all. What I meant to say is, if you are in the corporate sector, you have to see what kind of corporate it is, what kind of business they are doing. Try, join with them. If you are not able to do it, please don't do that. Don't do that. So tell your student to adjust and move with the organization, what the organization philosophy. If it is not matching with your philosophy, please don't waste even a single minute. Single minute. That's what I did.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Wonderful. I think Miss Prerna wants to ask a question. She raised her hand. Yes, Miss Prerna, please go ahead.
Please.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you so much for your insightful session. It's really wonderful session, sir.
Yes.
I want to ask that I have seen that there is lack of mindfulness in the education system. Generally, the aggressiveness or the I can say anxiety in the youth is increasing day by day. But if we start mindfulness sessions or mindfulness as a subject, or self-love or self-care as a subject, or how to accept the failure. So what are your insights about it, sir? Are we moving towards some mindfulness sessions or like a subject in the education system? Because during my school days or college days, it was not as like this. But now we are facing problems to how to handle the situations and everything. And I've seen many youth nearby me that they are also having too much anxiety and aggressiveness in very, very silly situations, I can say. So can we change, or are we moving towards this change like that?
Dear madam, which phone you are holding? Which phone you are, mobile phone, which phone you have with you?
Xiaomi.
I didn't get you.
Xiaomi, Redmi,
Okay.
Xiaomi. Yes.
How old it is? Latest or very old?
It's latest, sir.
Latest. Okay. You want the latest phone? You want latest technology? You want everything latest. But you are not able to understand the latest thinking of the people. That's a problem. Latest thinking, latest life. Madam, you can't expect them to, think the way you think. The way you wanted everything latest, everyone to trust. Allow them to live the way they want. You can't change. I will tell you, you can't change. You can't change. And you don't break. If you are thinking that everybody should think in your line, you are killing yourself. Your beautiful life. This beautiful moment you are wasting. Never do that. Never do that. Try to accept, because world is changing such a fast. Technology is coming, and the new generation, new ideas, new people are coming. About 20 years back, what was there? Today, what is there? All that the new generation are seeing, and we have to accept, madam. We have to accept. If you are not accepting, I will tell you, it is very, very difficult. It will affect your health, affect your economical, affect your social beings. Therefore, please don't do that. Just accept, that's it. Very simple.
Thank you, sir.
Still, if you are not convinced, I will confuse you.
So we have another question from our audience. Mr. Bharatwaj G want to know, sir, is humanity is to be educated or grown by their own?
See, 99% education comes on its own, and 1% will be able to acquire from here and there. So what I meant to say is seeing and observing. Everybody, those who got eye, they all see. But only 1% people will observe things. So those who are able to observe and make changes, they will be successful. Others, they will be leading a normal life in this world, because they are only seeing people. So what I meant to say is education should be a power to observe. If it is given a power to observe things, and if somebody to start observing things, they will be able to, but immediately that may not be able. For example, if I go outside and look at a building, and what I see, building, but you love to see what kind of paint they have done, what kind of window they have done. One day I will tell you, That will be there in your, when you construct your house, when you are painting from outside, you will be able to know, hey, this kind of paint, if you do it, is bad. You have to do it in a different way. That will come. But somewhere you have seen it. So what I meant to say, you have to have the development of observing things. You develop that habit of observing, and automatically there will be a change happens in your life. These you will not get through an academic book. These you have to develop within you. So anything happen in this world is only acquiring things from various sources. Then it will churn in your brain and you will get a new idea. So as it is idea, we cannot put into our brain from outside. Acquired from various sources, then create, that you convert it. That way, observation will help you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. The more I am hearing you, sir, I'm listening to your words, your thoughts, your visions. Every minute I feel I'll be satisfied now. I'll be satisfied now. But you keep growing my interest to listen to you more and more. So I believe only this session will not be enough for us. We would like to hear you more. And the way you were saying the observation power, the visionary care, the careful vision, and the urge to see and observe, that is the more important thing. And being a practicing counselor, sir, we also have certain educations and trainings into this kind of fields. So we can understand the importance. But the way you are explaining, this is really awesome. This is really expandable, sir, to the each and every person. So now
Absolutely.
I would like, sir, Diksha is raising her hand. She has some questions. Please proceed, Diksha, ma'am.
Hello, sir. Hello, everyone. So, I would really like to thank you for such an amazing session and to YCAC WICCI team for organizing this. And as being a student, this session was really informative for me. And I just had a question that what types of educational programs are the most effective in empowering the communities?
One education, can I say?
Yes, sir, sure.
There's nowhere in the syllabus.
Okay.
Whatever you do the best. That is the best education. Whatever you do, you're only, if you can put your 100% effort, 100%, dancing 100%, singing 100%, talking 100%, listening 100% listener. So doing anything in your life, anything in your cooking, 100%, do that. That's the best education ever you can have in your life. So nobody can be able to compete with you then.
Sure. So, thank you so much. It was an amazing answer.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Diksha ji. So now we are gradually coming to the end of the session. So I'd like to ask the audience, if you guys have any questions left, so please raise your hand or unmute yourself. Or in between that, sir, I would like to ask you something. What should be the take-home
Sir is
message you want to
drinking
give?
water. Sir is drinking water again and again. He's tired of answering all our questions. He's so good in speaking.
I thought that is 1 hour. There are so.
Yes, sir. It was 1 hour, but we can't, stop listening to you, sir.
Many, messages come. People think where I have gone. 1 hour, 15
No, sir.
minutes.
I promise you, I'll not disturb you once after this. This is the last question I have.
It's not disturbance. It's not disturbance. When you take up certain job in your life, then you cannot be isolated from yourself. You will have to be in the society for contact at least. So when I'm talking with you, I will not be able to text. I'm not in that habit of, when I talk seriously. When I'm fighting with you, I'll do seriously, I fight. When I do anything in my life, I will do seriously. So I can't do two jobs at a time. So that's what, of course, if it's a weakness, consider it as a weakness. If it is a greatness, I'm ready to accept that greatness also. So likewise, 1 hour 15 minutes is passed. If you can come up with your question and all quickly, whatever I know, I'll tell. Otherwise, you can through my email is there. You can ask. We will meet again, and definitely we can go with one more session later on. Well planned. And otherwise, my suggestion would be, why can't you come down to Bangalore once, sit in our place? Because we are all seeing through the face to face, but touch and feel is something different. Touch and feel is very important. So come to Garden City University. We will have a get together. We spend one day. For people are coming from outside and all, we will be able to accommodate you. We can accommodate you, and we will help. And I will call some very important people from outside also, because I'll
be happy to coordinate, sir. I'll be very happy to coordinate.
Yeah, all these people, one day tour to Bangalore, we will accommodate them here. We will see what best we can do it. And interaction is most important than listening one side. Listening one side is not important. That there are a lot of political leaders, they are doing it. There's one side, just like our walkie-talkie, one side talk only. So, but it should be, we should always have communication each other, interaction we should have, for which I can definitely. It's an education. I always tell there are two big major crimes. Three crimes are there in the world. Three crime. Listen, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
One big crime, of course, IPC, Indian Penal Code. If you do certain things and all, you will be put behind bar. That's a crime. One should not do it. Right? Yes, sir.
True.
Right, sir.
Second crime is, whatever wealth that you earn in your life, you should enjoy it. If you're not enjoying properly the wealth that you earn, and if you die, that's the biggest crime ever. Enjoy means it's not that drink and dance. If you want to give to somebody, give. If you want to do some charity, do charity. If you want to help somebody, if you wanted to buy a good pen, buy that. If you wanted to go and see some places, go and see. All that I said, a portion you have to spend for that. If you are not doing that and dying, a rich man in Bangalore, without a proper footwear, he died. He did not purchase even a good footwear. Understand? Likewise, there are many people who doesn't know how to enjoy their life with that, or do they have a lot of money? Another crime. One more last final crime is, the knowledge. Otherwise, the biggest wealth I have in my brain is acquired knowledge. Without sharing that, if I die, I think it's the biggest crime. These are the three crimes I've seen in this. So what I meant to say is, whatever I know are acquired from various sources, to give to somebody or to spread. When the moment life goes from here, then whatever the use of it, we cannot retrieve. Nobody can retrieve. It's not a computer, hardware. There is no such things. Before that, we have to do this. So whatever, even 1 minute, if you can share a good information or a knowledge or wisdom, whatever you have to do it. That's what I meant is. Therefore, we can definitely, if a situation permits, we can host you all in Bangalore. You can come and do the best, whatever it is, we can have an interaction. We can enlighten ourselves, because knowledge is not nobody's grandfather property. I have to here, there, and all. Then I have something. When I am talking to you, I am educating myself. So every time we are educating ourselves. So last time when I was asking, can the knowledge can be transferred to one to other? Can knowledge can be transferred to one to other?
Yes, sir. Definitely. I feel it can be.
No, we cannot transfer. We can only transfer information. Please understand. Information. Knowledge means you have to cut my neck and put on your head. Then only it will happen. Otherwise, you have to take all my brain and put into your brain. Then only you cannot transfer this knowledge. You can only transfer whatever I say is an information out of knowledge. Out of knowledge. So whatever I heard from here or there, it went to my brain and it churned and it became knowledge. Or this knowledge, I'm just giving you as information. And that information you are getting from me, from your neighbors, your friends, and all and all. Again, that will become a knowledge in your brain. In your brain. Then slowly, later on, whenever you talk to somebody, this is just an information. That information we can share. What I meant to say is, even I am doing the same thing. Whatever I acquired, I am just sharing with you.
Thank you so much, sir. Like it's always a privilege to listen to you.
Thank you. Love you all, and see you later on. We'll see. My best wishes to everybody, those who have participated in this evening, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Okay?
Absolutely, sir. We
Definitely,
have to.
sir. Definitely.
Happy. Thank you so much.
I was in other country only because of you. I altered my program, and today I have come here, and I'm sitting in a good place. Okay? Now, allow me
Honored, sir. We are honored to have you. Without further ado, thank you so much. For your valuable time. We look forward to one more session with you very soon, sir. Thank you so much for your insight.
We shall try. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
So Soham can convey the vote of thanks and then we can just end.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. So, thank you all for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this session and you have a lot to take home. And the thing I would to ask, sir, is the take-home message he wanted to give, but he already gave it before asking. So, without bothering, sir, I am giving my heartfelt thanks to him. And very soon we're going to have another session and about Bangalore. So our country chair is planning something big for Bangalore. So very soon we're going to announce that. I hope so. Very soon we're going to announce. And thank you everyone. Thank you to our collaborators, Prerna ji and all who are there, Diksha, Trina, Shivram sir, everyone for helping us so much. And if I forgot to tell anyone's name, please pardon me. And that's it.
Thanks to Mick sir on behalf of our team because he also helped us a lot in getting more registrations from the students of Garden City University. Thanks a lot everybody for joining today. And I hope you all gained something from sir. And it was indeed a wonderful session. We did not, blink our eyes for even a second. And we got to learn so much from sir. And we look forward to more such wonderful sessions together.
And ma'am, just for a second, I'd like to thank Miss Tabitha Nigozi because she kept joining our sessions in every time.
She is the best woman we have every single time.
And by this action of her, I am feeling inspired. At least she is joining us.
She is an inspiration. Tabitha, thank you so much, my darling, for joining the session today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
There was somebody with Redmi Note 7. I don't know your name, but thank you so much for joining. I received your message. Thank you. Okay, Shivram Rat sir, thank you so much. Shivram Rat sir. Okay, thank you so much, sir. Bye. See you soon again. Have a great night from India. Good night. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
And Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.